Boo! Did I get you? If I got you, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if I didn't get you, then rewatch the video after you watch this so that I can get you. Now please make sure you don't mess it up. I want more subscribers. Investing is hard, and I'm not referring to asset investment, although that is also hard, but what I'm referring to is time investment. I'm sure I'm not the only one who has some sort of list of movies, shows, video games that they've always wanted to try, but never got around to it. And for me personally, I think it's because I'm always so busy with work and procrastinating when I should be working. So yeah, by the time I'm recording this, everyone's stuck indoors and suddenly we have all the time in the world. Now that I've got all this free time and the semester ended, I started scheduling my days, trying to increase productivity in order to better my well-being and develop my... No. I wasted my time on YouTube and Instagram. Who do you think I am? You see this video here? I procrastinated making it for 2 months. To me, quarantine has been sort of a wake-up call because ever since I entered university and I've been taking up more responsibilities, I've realized that I have started opting for more low-commitment entertainment. What I mean by this is that because I go to university, study, spend time with friends and family, do extracurricular activities, and so on, I find that when I do have free time, I'm exhausted, and I have crippling melancholy. So I've resorted to this kind of non-committal cycle, you could say, and it goes a little something like this. YouTube, Instagram, and occasionally a book. That way I can post on my story that I'm reading. That way people think I'm smart. Now this has been troubling me as of late because I like doing my hobbies. At first I thought that the main problem was time. Because I only had a limited amount of time after class to do whatever I enjoyed, there's always been this sort of invisible hand that's been nudging me towards non-committal pieces of entertainment. But now I realize the problem. I know now that the problem is me, because I am pretty darn terrified of commitment. In retrospect, I guess that I've always known that I get overwhelmed whenever I see a show going on its 3rd season or when I see open world 300 hours of gameplay on a game. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad that good shows can get renewed for new seasons and that game devs today can create new, vibrant, open-world games where you can just get lost and immerse yourself in. But there's just something about the thought of me sitting there hours on end and just being there when I could be doing something productive instead. Even honing your skills, which can be seen as something productive, is sort of a time investment black hole absorbing all hundreds of hours, and then you don't even feel like you're making that much progress. Things like drawing or playing a guitar, it's like the old saying, you know? If you think you're good at something, there's always an Asian kid that's better than you. And that's sort of something that can demotivate someone as they see, oh great, I spent hundreds of hours on this skill, and this 5-year-old is doing much better than I am. And I get it, you know? I get that you shouldn't compare yourself to someone else when you're talking about doing something that you love, a skill, some sort of craft that you're into. But sometimes I just can't help it when I see North Korean kid plays guitar, 5 years old, better than Grandmaster on my recommended. What's interesting to me is that I've never really seen this as a problem until recently, because before everyone was told to stay indoors, I've always had this notion in my head, because like there was so little time for me to do things, because I had a limited amount of time each day. In my head it was like, oh, okay, I have hobbies that need more time investment than others, and so it's reasonable to start cutting down on that. And what I didn't realize is that because I started cutting down more and more and I started developing these habits, months into staying indoors and being quarantined, I still haven't really done anything. I've just been on YouTube and Instagram the whole time, and that's not something that I want to do. I guess there's always been this notion in my head that, like, if only I had more time. If only I had more time so that I could do things that I like. So that I could start playing video games, watching shows, playing the guitar, start drawing, start doing the things that I like. If only I had more time. But then, here we are. And what's holding me back? It's that I've developed this habit of not liking things that require a lot of investment. Time investment, hundreds of hours, tens of hours, even just a few hours. Even just 2 hours for a movie, because I've gotten so used to watching a 5-minute YouTube clip and Vine compilations and also watching Instagram stories. That's about it. And to me, that's very silly and it's upsetting to me. There's a piece of me that says, like, why am I wasting my time with this? I have so much time. I've spent months into this quarantine and I'm not doing the things that I like. I guess you could say that the solution is what everyone has always said since the beginning of time about how to adult. It's you gotta balance your time management, and you gotta be disciplined. And it's sort of like, yeah, duh, but what I realized is that growing up is that time management is subjective. Like for each person, how much time they need to invest into their work, into their recreational activities, into time on their own, into time with friends and family, that's all different for each person. And it's not stagnant, like over time, especially if you have changes in your work, friends, friend groups, and etc., that investment is not going to be stagnant. It's dynamic and it changes over time. In my opinion, because we're all stuck at home, this is actually a rare opportunity for us to reset, to realize, because I think that most of us tend to forget the importance of recreational activities and how much it impacts our life. Because when you really think about it, if I spend my life doing things that I don't like because of investment or something silly like that, then I spend my life not doing the things that I enjoy. And that's that. It's that simple. And that really sucks. So I guess you could encapsulate everything, and what I'm trying to say is that we should just watch more anime. Bloop. Hey, congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. So, remember, if you didn't get spooked, you better rewatch the video and be sure you don't mess up this time, because you should be spooked, so you subscribe. Therefore, I get more subscribers, and I get happy. But the happiness is temporary, so I guess whatever, you know? But if you want to perpetuate my bad habits on Instagram, be sure to follow me. It's in the description down below. I also have a TikTok, which I never post on, so be sure to follow that too, because it helps my ego. Thanks.